What up, y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but I'm super excited because I'm trying to do something different tonight. We're trying to do something fun, and I pray that it goes off good. But this I just want to go through one little spiel before we get into tonight's show. And we are at one of the darkest times in the NFL party. Okay. The NFL party started back in September, week one, and everybody was invited. Everybody got the invite. All 32 showed up. Everybody came, introduced themselves, having a good time. We're partying, we're dancing, we're drinking, we're eating in week one. Okay. Now here we are at week 15, and everybody can't stay at the party. It's just sorry. You know how I go. You have a party, everybody doesn't stay. It's not a sleepover. It is a party. It is a time where it starts and it is time where it ends. It's week 15. The party has ended for some. Okay. Some people had to go home. And so I'm here to talk about the people that have gone home. Maybe they drank too much. Maybe they went outside for a smoke break and just never made it back in. I don't know, but they're no longer at the party. Okay. The Cleveland Browns, you're no longer at the party. Sorry. Next year. Jacksonville, you're no longer at the party. New York Jets, you're no longer at the party. Tennessee Titans, New England Patriots, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, I forgot another New York team. The Giants, you are no longer at the party. All right. I'm sorry. Again, try again next year. Learn to hold your liquor. Whatever it is. We'll see you next year. Now there are some teams that are at the party still, but they're looking for their coats, they're looking for their keys, their phone, they can't find it. They're making a to-go plate, but they're also exiting the party. They just holding on a little bit longer, maybe one more week, and they'll be out of the party too. And that is the Panthers, the Bears, the Cowboys, the Saints, the Bengals. I'm sorry, the Bengals part trips me up. But those guys are on their way out. And we could just throw the Dolphins in there for a little razzle dazzle. You guys, you got about one more week to be at the party. And it's over for you too. So we are at this dark time in the NFL season where it's getting heavy. It's getting heavy. And you also get to get strategical depending on where you are. Okay, because let me tell you something. Kansas City, they're not leaving the party. They like, I'm gonna be here for a minute. Like, I'm prepared to stay. Guess who else is prepared to stay? Buffalo. I'm prepared to stay. I'm good. The Detroit Lions. I'm good. I'm prepared to stay. So you have a couple teams that are like, look, I'm gonna be here for a minute. So I'm pacing myself. Got to be prepared. If you want to stay at the party, it's a marathon. It's a marathon. So, with that being said, you get strategical at this point. And I'm saying this to the Steelers fans because y'all like to go overboard, y'all like to panic, y'all like to stress out. And I understand injuries are significant and they make people worry and they make people probably game plan different and send different pressures because a number one guy is out. But just calm down. Calm down. Okay. You do have the security of a victory without George Pickens, you saw last week. But again, as you go into another week, and honestly, baby, prepare for an additional week. Prepare your mind for 2 more weeks without George Pickens. Just prepare your mind for it. Okay. Just think about it that way. All right. And as I told you before, you're just now seeing the weaponry that you have, the arsenal of guys that you have. You are just now getting them in the mix, getting them running routes that they weren't able to run before because it was only one guy designated to run them. So their skill set has been limited. So you get to stretch these guys out across the field and give different looks that are not even on tape. And that's a beautiful thing. That's beautiful. So please embrace it and stop looking at that one thing being a burden, because there are capable men on this team that can get it done on the field, and be thankful. Okay. And I'm gonna just stop there. We'll get ready for the show. And I have something special, but before I get into what I have, I'm gonna bring in my guy. What up? What up? What up? What up, Mitch?
What's happening, D? What's
How
going
are
on?
you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I don't like that energy. I'm amazing. Amazing. How are you feeling after this Browns win?
um, Even more confident than I was before. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
this week, this is a stiff challenge. I think we can get it done though, but I'm not gonna panic if we don't, because I'm bracing for that. You know what I'm saying?
You're bracing for the L, is what you're telling me.
No, I'm bracing for the panic. Like you know what I'm saying?
What
After
panic
if it
from other
happens.
people?
Yeah,
Oh,
people,
okay.
the sky falls when we lose. You know how it is.
Understood. Of course, the big thing out there is the Pittsburgh Steelers haven't won in Philly since 19, was it 65 or something like that? I don't know, something
I don't
ridiculous,
care. I
right?
don't dive into
So
that.
that narrative is out there. Um, but I flip it. I'm like, we also haven't lost with Alex Highsmith
We
this
haven't
year,
lost by the whole season.
whole season.
Wow, that is something. I didn't know that. That's an intriguing
I look
stat.
at it like that. Like, is Alex gonna be there? I feel confident.
Hey, look, you made me feel more confident.
Yeah, I was like, is Alex gonna be
I feel like we're gonna win this game though. I do.
It's a
My me,
winnable game, you guys. It is
yeah,
a
I
winnable
feel like we're
game.
gonna win the game. I feel like this gonna be Saquon's toughest game. His toughest game all season. I think this is gonna be it for him. They're gonna have a tough time. And I seen
Mhm.
they've got a little inner bickering going on with them.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
trying to cover that up.
Yeah, but
They're trying to cover that up.
I don't think it's as serious as they making it out to be. But
How's my sound, by the way?
it's fine to me.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I have a different mic, so I just want to make sure my sound's good.
Oh, I was wondering what you was talking about with that earlier.
Yeah, I don't know if I sound far away or what. Okay, sorry, y'all. I should have checked that earlier, but wanted to
What's
make
up,
sure.
fam?
Okay, cool. So with that said, oh, let me do one more thing before I tell everybody what I got going on, because we got some new stuff, some good stuff. So I don't even want to spend a lot of time on Cleveland Browns because, again, like I said, they're not at the party no more. You know, we in some ways put them out their misery, so we're done with them. Best of luck in the draft, and I hope they do well. So I'm
I
over the Browns.
I'll be fine.
There's no need to talk about them heavily. I think we all know how the game started and how it ended. Did it start out the best for us? No, but they got on the roll. Our defense does what it does. Got a turnover. We capitalized off of it, and things turned around. Like capitalizing and getting seven, and things from that point turned around for us in the best way. So,
Complimentary football. The
yep,
best
I
way to
love
do.
it. And that is what sorry, that is what Mike Tomlin wants. So I am cool with a rough start, but I'm not cool with. I heard y'all was out there booing and asking for somebody else to come into a game. You know I don't like that. I don't have to say it a bunch of times. You know I'm not a fan of it. I never will be. So that's not, to me, that is not how you fan. But I get it, guys.
They overdo it.
I honestly don't. I don't mind a boo. Like a boo. Like no, you're playing bad. Like figure it out. But then again, when you're trying to dictate what happens on that field, no, I'm not a fan. I will give you a boo. I'm personally not a booer, but I'll let you do that. But calling for someone else's name, saying someone on your team sucks, I'm not with it. Not especially not at home. Like what is wrong with y'all? Crazies.
What kills me is the how it be like a quarter into the game. And I
Mm-hmm.
think I be thinking to myself, that y'all, do y'all know there's another team on the other side of the field also? Like we can't just get on the field and everything just work like it do in practice. There's another team that we're playing against. You
Mm-hmm.
have to. I love how Russ adjusted during the football game. I really
Yeah.
do, because he was
Yeah.
struggling a little earlier, and then as the game progressed, you can see the uptick. Like you know what I'm saying? You can just see it. He's like, okay,
He was
yeah,
getting, yeah, he was getting comfortable in what they were putting out there, the
hmm
Cleveland, that is. And
yeah,
also, he was being very, to me, much more careful with the ball, meaning not taking the sacks, getting rid of it, you know,
throw a couple of
just
passes
trying not
away.
to, throwing balls away, trying not to go backwards. And
Right.
I appreciated that because as you hear and see, sometimes he may have a history of holding on to that ball and taking those sacks. And I appreciate that looking different this time. So whether you saw it or not, fans, I did. And I'm cool with the evolution of how they played Cleveland and how they were able to change things. And that is again speaks to the veteranness. Like it really, really means a lot to have a guy like Russ in there and being able to again make calls, move guys to see what the safeties and the other DBs are doing by just telling a guy to go in motion.
Right.
So and that I don't these are things that sometimes the average fan won't pick up on. They just won't.
They
And
don't
that's
know
okay.
nothing about it.
I'll tell you. They're
They'll say something like, "There's no
like, that was
motion in
just the
our
play call.
offense."
Like, that was just the
So
play call. That was Arthur Smith. Like, no, baby, that was Russell trying to see what was going on so he could see what play they could actually pull off, given what the defense was giving them.
I think you got some fans who still think that the NFL is moving in the same way it did in the '70s. And then you got some people who just don't know the game. They think they playing Madden.
Yeah, I was like, it's
Like,
not
yeah,
Madden.
you
That
know
was
what I'm
literally
saying?
the
Like,
phrase I
right?
was
They think
about
they
to say.
playing Madden. I'll be like,
It's
yo,
not
this
Madden.
is not how football is played anymore. Like, don't do it like this. Like sometimes people send people in motion just to see what kind of coverage they in. It's certain
Hmm.
certain things that's being done on the field that's not in the playbook.
Yeah,
That's being called in the huddle or at the line.
yeah,
But that go
yeah.
over a lot of people's head.
It's
So,
situational things.
mhm.
Tomlin said on a certain show he's cooking. Oh, I'm
Oh
assuming you're
yeah,
talking about
he
Hard
did.
Knocks. I didn't watch. I'll let you get off. Did you watch Hard Knocks? You said you
I
did. You
did.
did. Okay, you
Yeah.
can talk to it if you like, or refresh me um
It was. I'm be
on the
honest with you.
Steelers Hard Knocks featuring the rest of the AFC North.
Nah. I think you. I can't remember if you posted it on Facebook or if you posted it on X. Or I remember you saying that this is hard knocks for Pittsburgh, and you were saying that yeah, this is what this is. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what this is. This is like it's like a display for Tomlin, and what I've been watching, I don't know if you've seen the same thing. It's all of a sudden people who didn't like him. I'm talking about in our fan base that didn't
Mhm.
like him. All of a sudden they like, you know what? This guy is all right. And I've been telling, I was like, yo, he everything that y'all been crying about. This is Tomlin. This been Tomlin the entire time he been in Pittsburgh. This is nothing different. I was like, y'all just don't get it, but y'all getting to see it now. So now you're a big fan of Mike Tomlin. Like, get the
Mhm.
hell out of here.
And I walked past the TV today and I saw and the TV was on mute. I was actually in a building and I read the closed caption and Pat McAfee was like, "This is Steelers Hard Knocks" or something. Like I was just reading
Yeah,
what he was saying. So
yeah.
like I didn't get the full context of what he was talking about, but again, like I've said it a few times now. One, I said it back in the winter that this is the year of the Mike Tomlin documentary, and
Mhm.
I wish I could have executive produced it, and maybe I still can. But this is the year of the Mike Tomlin documentary. I've said this before, like way, way before. And when Hard Knocks came about, I was like, this is Pittsburgh. Like, this is
Yeah.
your only way you are going to exceed ratings through the roof. And you're going to say it was because you had four fan bases
Right.
locked in,
And
tuned
no,
in.
and that's not
Yeah,
the
they're
case.
locked in, tuned in. But
That's
I don't even know. But if you total up every, and I'm sure there's some media person doing this, total up all the minutes that you're gonna see of the Pittsburgh Steelers versus every other team out of the AFC North, and I bet you the Pittsburgh Steelers have more TV time. I bet you they
I've watched both episodes to more than once. I can guarantee you they have more minutes, way more minutes. And then the,
do.
they kind of zeroed in on Harbaugh a little bit. They went to Jameis Winston home, which was cool. Actually, it was cool.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm,
but really like, all right. So last week he had the defensive coaches in the meeting. They brought Minka in there. You know what I'm saying? They was going over film about Cincinnati. This
mhm.
week he had the offensive leaders, Fairmouth, Justin Fields, Wilson,
Okay.
all of them. He had them in the offensive meeting. He's telling them his expectations that he had for them this game. And they was looking at film on Miles Garrett and all that, all those things. And
Okay.
and listen to him talk to them. I was like, this is great for TV. Like, I was like, this is like just
Oh, it makes me
flat out
mad.
great for TV. And it's good that they doing it with Tomlin.
They don't.
Because
Y'all do not deserve this. Like
they
every man
don't
that
though.
and every person that has talked sideways about this organization, about this
Yeah,
coach, about the ownership, about everything. Like you do not deserve to
at
be
all.
entertained by good leadership because
Nope.
you don't know what it looks like until you have to put a camera up the nose of a good leader. And I
Mhm.
don't like you. I don't
You
like
can
it.
see the respect in the
I
players.
don't have
Like
to watch it. I don't have to watch it. Like I don't want to watch it because I don't want to. I just don't because I already know what it is. I know what it is.
he said, please
It's
watch it.
insulting to me. It's insulting to me.
I will say HBO is doing a hell of a good job with this. I was skeptical. I was very
There was
skeptical.
no doubt in my mind that this organization was going to be entertaining. However, you pieced it up with three other groups, great, fine. Like I know there's a bunch of moments that are within teams organization that's entertaining, that's funny, that's that's real, relatable. All of those things, I got it. Um, and then I saw a clip. I don't know if it was late last night or something. It was a clip or this morning. I can't remember that I guess George Pickens was on the sideline and saying like I want to play so bad
Oh
or something like
yeah.
that. And
He had this
the
sightseeing
page
on.
that
Yeah.
said like he's a team player. He like they were like praising him like there's a and I was just like
You remember what they were saying before?
yeah, I was like just 2 weeks ago this man was just like public enemy number one and now
Trade
he's
him.
just
Remember all that?
golden.
You
Like,
remember all that?
are we
Trade him.
backpedaling? Like, that's why I don't
Yeah,
like it. I don't like it
yeah.
because you're
I
gonna
get that.
hold them to the standard and be praised and love them. Oh, this is the best. Oh, I can. And as soon as they don't perform for whatever reason, they're back on being the most hated.
I don't get that. And hold on.
I
And
don't
look,
never
I'm
understand
gonna
it.
be honest with you, D. I 1000% agree with what you're saying. 1000. I feel the exact same way. I really do.
But
But
you
for
just enjoying it. They got you. They reeled you in. They got you.
no,
They stuck their
it
teeth
wasn't
in you.
about it wasn't about them. It was about my love for this team
Yeah,
and
no, I
my,
mean,
my
I'm talking about when I say them, I mean the entertainment, like
oh
HBO. Like they think
yeah,
they
definitely,
got
definitely.
you. Yeah,
I'm a football head, so like those
yeah.
things like those wanting to be in the meetings and stuff like that is gold for me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like getting to see the inside of the meetings and stuff, I love that. I love that. You know,
I
I
don't
always
feel
like in I always love NFL films.
it.
Anyway,
Hmm.
I love them since I was a kid. Like I used
Hmm.
to really like listening to the what's going on the
I
field. You
do.
know,
Yeah, I
yeah,
love that, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so adamant about sitting where I sit because you learn so much by watching what's happening on the bench, on in
Right.
between those teams going out on the field. You
Right.
learn so much about your team watching them. So I get it. I love hearing the guys after they score and what they've been talking about, what they've been saying, and I get those hot takes are awesome. And so yeah,
Yeah.
I do enjoy that. But I know people are waiting to figure out what is this thing she's talking about? What is she so excited about? So the thing that I'm going to try, I'm very nervous. I'm nervous. I wasn't gonna go in here blindly and not even test it, but I did test it once. It worked. And I'm glad I tested it because I did struggle with it. But we have a
What
phone
that is?
number and you can call in to the show.
Oh, you
And
got people. Okay, all right, all right, all right.
so we
That's
officially
interesting.
have a phone number for you to call in live. So if you have questions, you want to bring up a topic. I know we have a chat. I see y'all in chat. I know I haven't been responding to y'all, but I'm like distracted by this particular call thing we got going on. So but you can show me in the chat if you're interested. If I throw the number up, of course, only one call can come through at a time. If you want to call in and participate, let me know. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it anyway if I can figure it
Hey,
out.
what I say, Hannibal? I like that comment. That comment that he made in the chat.
That's the number. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me make sure it's running. Okay. First call that comes through, you'll be on with Mitch and hopefully this thing works.
This is
That's
dope. I
it.
like this. I like this.
So you
But
can call the number is 443-408-8848 and we'll see what happens.
what
I'm
they with
scared.
the call in D with the call-ins.
I'm working. I was like, look, let me tell you something. We're gonna try something different. I love the chat. I really, really do.
Mm,
Everyone's so engaging, but I figured let's step it up a notch. Like everybody doesn't want to be on camera, everybody doesn't want to be on the show like that. But you're more than welcome to call in, and I will try to answer about that. So, we'll see.
that'd be
We get a
cool.
call. Yeah, we get a call, and you'll be able to talk to us. So that is the new thing I'm trying. I'm super nervous because people are weird. Please don't be weird. And this number will not work when we're not working. So just so we're clear, it's not a personal phone. You cannot reach none of us when we're
I
not
know
doing
one thing. One of the
it.
days I'm not be able to get in the show, I'm definitely calling in.
Call it.
I'm definitely calling in.
Let me
If
make
you
sure
do
that I
it
take it
again
off. Do not disturb because no. Okay,
with
yeah.
Terrence and them on here, and I can't get on here. Oh yeah, I'm calling.
Well,
No way in the world I'm
I
not gonna.
tried to mitigate that. I tried to mitigate that. So you shouldn't have that problem. You're in the official DSPN. But chat that Dex created. So moving on to while we wait or until someone joins us, the Eagles game. I want to talk about some of the injuries. Of course, George Pickens, he's not playing out. Deshaun Elliott has a hamstring. Larry Ogunjobi, was it groin for Larry Ogunjobi?
Yeah, it's a growing.
Yeah. You said it's busy. You've been trying. It's a busy signal. Dang, the lines is busy. Hey.
Really?
Let me see. They said the lines is busy, child. What we doing? Nobody can get through. Dang. Is it making you leave a message? See?
It's a big signal. I'm intrigued by this. I want.
Me too. It's not even. I don't even see no calls coming through, child. Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh, my man Kim said he's been trying. He's busy. Dang. Okay, hold on. Well, look, I tested it out, but I didn't test it out with multiple. Oh, actually, I did test it out with multiple people calling. So what? Try it again. I don't know.
I tried to do my pod on IG Live today, and for some reason, IG wouldn't let me go live. So
That's
what I
weird.
need to do, I need to do is get on this platform and like
Wait,
kind
but
of
your StreamYard account.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some other. I don't know what the other ones are. I'm sure there's some other ones. But I wanted to talk back to the injuries. Like I feel bad. I'm sorry. I promise you. I tested this earlier. I had 2 people call the line, and I was able. No, I'm so sorry.
Still busy. Just busy signal. Dang.
Dang. I'm sorry, Ken. All right, try now.
I hope he heard it.
Dang, I'm sorry, Ken. I literally.
Oh man, I wanted that to work.
It
I did
worked earlier. I promise you, I had 2 people call, and everything was working. That's why I was nervous. I was like, I'm so nervous. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I tested it because I was gonna like, man, I've watched the tutorial a million times, and it worked.
If it's coming up busy. Is it tied to this line right here?
No.
And it's busy? Hmm.
Yeah. Let me try to see something. That's so weird.
Oh, that video you posted last night was
Which
dope.
one?
Russ. That's my
Russell
guy.
Petty.
That's
Yeah, I
that's my
love
guy.
Russ.
And when he listened to his West Coast music, it'd be a totally different. He'd be turned to a totally different
Yeah.
person.
Sorry, I'm looking to see if there's anything I can change it to. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm looking to see if there's anything. I turned the do not disturb off.
It still ain't going through.
Dang, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try it on my phone.
Try to call it on your phone.
Yeah. See what happens.
Huh.
It's ringing for me. That's so weird. Did I give y'all the wrong number? I must have gave y'all the wrong number, child. Let's see.
Ken said it's still
It's
busy on
working for
his.
me. 443. So it worked for me. I called. Let me make sure I got the right number for y'all. Because 443-408-8488. Oh, I did. See, that's dyslexia. That's my fault. I was like, wait, nobody's getting through. That's my fault. My bad, Ken. Let me fix it.
Hold on, the guy Hannibal. It's about to come up on the screen now.
84. See? I'm a little dyslexic. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. There. Bam. That should work. It's like it worked for me. I'm glad I tested it.
No, I'm not about to watch that. No.
So now that should be good for you guys. My bad. Look, real life scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
Will Deontay Johnson be? Look, we have a call. Hello.
Hey, how you doing? This is Damon Brown from Augusta, Georgia.
How you
Hey, can you
doing?
guys hear Devon Brown? Can you hear him?
I can hear him.
Okay, what's up? What's up?
I'm just curious. Me, I have no worries about this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not concerned at all about winning this game. I feel like we have a competent offensive coordinator who understands how to make adjustments and make adjustments to players,
Mm-hmm.
adjustments to receivers, adjustments to, as you saw the difference between the Cleveland game in Cleveland and then the Cincinnati game to the next Cleveland game.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive line made the adjustments. We got better chips and better blocking schemes and stuff, throughout those last 2 games.
Yeah.
So I trust our offensive coordinator from day one. I have all the love and trust in the world of Omar. You know, they said we might have people in the house that can fulfill that void if GP goes down, and I think we do.
We do. I've been saying.
I think everybody's going to do what they need to do to get this win.
I love it. What's your name again?
I just kind of love when everybody's against us. It seems like it comes out better for us in the end.
And what's your name?
Oh, DeMond Brown.
DeMond Brown. Okay, from Augusta, Georgia. I got the Augusta, Georgia part. Look, I don't disagree with you at all. We have the guys. Y'all saw my guy Scotty Miller out there. I've been telling y'all about my man since Latrobe.
I just wish I can get with some of those receivers one-on-one and teach them better technique with stop blocking. I still got that down packed. You know, all we ran was option ball at Georgia Southern back in the 90s. I'm an old man.
Okay.
So, you know, that's all I know how to do is stop block. I think I can teach them a little better technique with stop blocking. But I think we're gonna be okay this Sunday.
All right, okay. Mr. Brown, I appreciate you for calling. I'm gonna let Mitch.
Go ahead and give some other folks some chance, other people some chance to call in.
Well, this is so cool.
They love your
attitude. So at least your first one wasn't a weirdo.
Love your attitude, guy.
Y'all take care.
All right, happy holidays to you, man, too.
Same to y'all now.
All right. Just so you guys know, when one call is coming in, I put the do not disturb in, so I'm not distracted by all the other calls. So the line is back open. We'll take the next call. How you feel about this, Mitch? I kind of like it.
I like it.
It's gonna take one lunatic to.
At some point you gonna get one.
Hey there. What?
Hey, D.
Hey, is this Ken?
Yeah, it's Ken.
Hey, Ken.
What's up, Ken?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well.
I gotta tell you, I love your show.
Thank you, man.
And I love Mitch. Mitch is awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
We love you back, man. We love you back. How you feeling? How are you feeling about this week? I know you're excited.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Beginning of the season, we did our picks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I had, believe it or not, I had us at 10-3 right now.
Okay, I love it.
I had us losing the next two games, but then beating the Chiefs on Christmas and finishing 12-5 and winning the AFC North.
Hey, Ken, I had us at 12-5 also.
I still see that.
I had us at 12-5
I was
too.
3 days old, D, and I'm old. I was 3 days old the last time the Steelers won in Philly.
Look, it's okay. You're gonna remember the win in Philly because it's going to happen on Sunday evening. Okay, we're gonna get the W.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Alex Highsmith was there, so we're pretty much guaranteed to win. DJ, don't be laughing at me talking about next caller. Like, I'm literally living out my radio dreams right now in front of everybody.
Love it, and you're doing an awesome job, and I do really enjoy Mitch, and Kev, all the guys that come on there. They're all great. And
thanks, man.
I'll let
Appreciate
somebody
that.
else get on now, but great talking with you. Take care.
Yeah, look, enjoy that warm weather. I know where you are, and I know it's the weather is much better than what we're dealing with up here in Maryland. So enjoy it for me.
I got a half walk the last 2 days.
I'll see you at the Super Bowl parade.
I'll see you at the parade, or the AFC Championship game. If it's at Acrisure, I'm there.
All right, let's get it. I'm with it. I'm there. Love you, Ken. All right.
That is
dope. If anybody else wants to call, the line's still open. And cool. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I'm liking this.
I literally just lived out my radio dreams. Like ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be on the radio. And until I really found out how much money they make in radio, and then I was just like, I'm okay. I'm good.
I've never thought about doing this before. Never. So like this
really?
So me I'm just talking on something that I love. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You're talking
Why
about
somebody on so I just came to IG and they're like, you got us calling somebody else's house. Like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a little dyslexic. I can't help
they
it. I
called it
fixed it.
somebody else's phone.
Like, you gotta call somebody else. Their line was busy, okay? Line was like, they were like, what's going
They
on?
were
over
like,
here?
who is all these wild numbers calling my phone?
Right. Like, I don't know these people. My bad. I fixed it.
That's wild. I ain't even think about it like that, neither.
Yeah. I didn't mean to. Whoever said that on Instagram was hilarious. But I appreciate y'all calling in just to harass somebody else's house. Well, it's actually a Maryland number, believe it or not. It's not a Pittsburgh number. I thought about it. I was like, should I? I'm like, no, I don't even live in Pittsburgh. So this is the Steelers chat, and this is going to be a number that I use throughout the live streaming. And it ain't always gonna be about the Steelers. Y'all see me? You see me? I'm trying to get my NBA on. So as we progress through this sports path, but I feel so comfortable with the Steelers right now, and I know someone's like, oh, we can't get too complacent. We can't do this. We can't do that. We can actually. We're able to. We got a new call.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Hello. How's everyone doing today? Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
we can
we
hear
can.
you.
Awesome. Hey, what's going on, D? What's up, Mitch? My
How you
name's
doing,
Nate.
man?
I'm calling from Texas.
What's your name again?
Right.
Nate.
Nate. Hi, Nate. Hi, Sam.
Yeah, you're gonna have to excuse me. I got a bit of a cold I'm fighting right now. I'm on the back end of it, but
Okay, cool.
I was just scrolling through YouTube. I just opened it up and I saw your guys' show. I clicked on it. So first time viewer, first time caller.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
Welcome, Nate. Welcome to the Steelers show. Are you a Steelers fan?
I'm a big Steelers fan.
Hey.
I'm representing from Texas. I get a
Okay.
whole bunch of. You should have seen the trash I was hearing Cowboys week, man. That was
Oh,
a rough
man.
week for me,
Oh
but
man,
we're
we
back on
sorry,
it.
man. We
Steelers
sorry.
are back on
We
track,
didn't
and the
have
Cowboys
Alex
are you know where.
Hosford.
We know where they're at. So I
Right.
got a question for you guys here. We're gonna bring it over to special teams. All right.
Okay.
We don't
Okay.
give those guys enough love.
Oh, I got
Actually,
it. Yeah.
we've been giving Chris Boswell a ton of love, and we've been giving Corliss Waitman a good amount of love. But one person we haven't been giving love to, and this is just a shout out before my question, Christian Kuntz. That guy's been long snapping like a pro. The whole operation doesn't happen unless he does his part. And
Absolute truth.
we haven't called his name yet all year. I think that's a good sign right there.
Yeah, he's solid. I mean, it's the reason why they put that piece of paper in front of him, at the end of the season, because he's solid. He's a
Exactly.
solid guy.
And speaking of that piece of paper, that leads me to my question.
Mhm.
Are we going to be giving that piece of paper to Corliss Waitman?
So what's the deal? What is Johnson's? Is it Johnston or Johnson?
So right now, Cameron Johnston is on a 3-year, $9 million deal. And this year he has 1.1 million, and he has a signing bonus of 3 million. So for the next 2 years, he's going to be getting 2.5. So 2025, 2026, it's 2.5. And right now we got Corliss Waitman on his 1-year deal for about 1 million.
Is it guaranteed?
Come on, it's Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so if it's not guaranteed,
I know it's really unfortunate what happened with Cameron Johnston and his injury, but I think when it comes to punters, when it comes to the position of using your leg and the kind of injury, unfortunate, like I'm saying, bless him, bless his family.
right.
I think you're going to have to go with Corliss Waitman with the production he's shown this year.
Yeah, his consistency has been
I agree.
through the roof. You could not
godsend.
ask for a better guy to step in and be consistent from week 2 on, right? Like this man had to come in week 2 and fill in, and he's done a phenomenal job, and he is deserving. And even if they don't, someone will. Someone will pay him. And again, I don't know. I don't know, because if they cut him, if they cut Johnston, I don't know what they're owed to him.
That's why I asked about the guarantee. That's why I asked
Yeah.
about the guarantees. because
Yeah, I don't know
if,
how much of it is guaranteed. I'll have to look that up, but of his contract. But I know with the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's not going to be much.
So his guarantee right now is sitting at 2.8.
Okay.
how much of it did he
He
get this
got
year?
one. He
It's
got
not
one.
going to kill us to let him go,
Right.
but
Mm-mm.
then you're taking the risk on Corliss Waitman. He's been on the roster in and out for a
Before.
couple years. I think
Yeah,
we
when
had him for a while
Harvin,
when Harvin was struggling.
Yeah.
he was struggling. I believe his dad passed away, and I think he took some time. I think he took some time away. I don't know if it was a struggles or injury or whatever, but he did fill in for Harbin at some point.
But he was not playing like he is right now.
No, he was not. He definitely wasn't. But he's been having.
All right. Well, I just wanted to air that out, show some love to our special teams guys,
Yeah,
especially Christian Kuntz. Love that guy.
You're
I
pro baller to me.
not say Corliss lost us the first Brown game. Come on now, that was not on one person. Someone said that in the comments. That's not on one person in that Browns game. But because you're on special teams and you brought it up, the other guy I want to highlight is Ben Skoranek.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I want to highlight him because he was actually on my list to talk about today, and I'm distracted with the calls. I'm so excited about this. But Skoranek, I mean, just even on the offense with the regular offense on the field, but special teams, he has balled out. He has balled out. He has exceeded expectations for me on special teams. So I'm glad that you brought up special teams because he is definitely someone and ended the game for us essentially.
Yeah. Killebrew, my guy too. I love
Oh,
him.
so deserving to him too, especially after Kadarius Toney was the one who threw a ball at his back.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, sorry to that man. Yeah. I made a joke earlier today because Toney did get released. I'm sorry to that man. I hate people losing their jobs, especially for the holidays. And then they were saying something like, "Oh, the Ravens are looking forward to pick up someone to replace Deontay Johnson." Like, first of all, they had a whole bye week. If they really wanted to replace Deontay Johnson after they suspended him, they had plenty of time to do it. Yes, and so I was like, well, why don't they just pick up Toney? I mean,
Tony's right there. Get him before the Steelers game. Let him return to
let him clear waivers. How much time he got to clear
waivers? You know what they doing. Like when I heard that all that stuff was going on, I said,
he definitely deserves his flowers. I mean, you got big names like Miles Killebrew. You got Tyler Matakevich.
Ben
Skoranek,
he is the name to remember.
And James Pierre. James Pierre.
He's been playing good on special teams. He's been playing great on special teams.
They put him in that defense and had an interception too. So shout out to him. You know, I know everybody. He's probably not high on a lot of people's lists, but the man has made some spectacular plays. So he's a gunner as well. So shout out to James Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to all those guys. And shout out to my Steelers.
Yes, and thank you for calling. We love y'all out in Texas. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for taking my call, D. And,
no problem. Come back anytime.
You have a good one.
For sure. You guys got a subscriber, and I'll be back for the next show.
Thank you.
All right, take care, guys. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
This is dope.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's so fun. I'm so glad that this came to me the other day, and I'm just messing around. I'm like, all right, I gotta figure out how to do this. This is going to be a good time as long as people are just saying.
So here go the question though, D.
Mm-hmm.
How often are you going to do this?
Oh, he said I couldn't hear Mitch on the call.
Oh, okay. Dang, I wonder why not.
I have to figure that out.
Oh.
I have to figure that out. Okay. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. How often am I gonna do it? That's a good question. That's a good question.
I don't know if the caller heard me.
Yeah, the caller said they couldn't hear you.
Hey Ken, did you hear me when you was on the phone? That's the question. If Ken heard me.
Oh, Ken said he couldn't hear you either on the call. So
all right.
I'll have to figure that out, honey. But thank you for letting me know that because I didn't even know.
I didn't even. I was wondering though. I was wondering.
Yeah, and I thought that they could hear you.
I thought
So
they could do Super Bowl second.
so I gotta figure out how to. It's like I have to figure out how to loop it back, huh?
To loop it back into both.
To loop it back so that they can hear.
Okay.
Oh well, I'll mess with it. I'll figure it out. I don't know.
But this is cool. Doing the phone thing. Maybe you like when you do your show, have a segment.
Yeah. Okay. And that's like I just wanted to introduce this and like just give it a run. And it's an option here. Also the other option is we can do messages. So you guys can leave messages. And so instead of doing the live calling, I can go through and pick your messages, and that way we can have dialogue, since obviously there's a problem with the hearing. Hearing the rest of the guests on the show, we can play your messages, your questions or comments to the audience, and we can respond that way.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Ken said he wasn't trying to ignore you, but he did. That's my bad.
I understand. Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah, that was actually something that I didn't test because I didn't have an additional person. So I'll think about that. I'll figure out how to fix that.
Understandable.
But yeah, so that was that. Honestly, that was like the biggest thing. Like this particular tool superseded everything I wanted to talk about. Like I was like, I want to do this. I want this thing to work, and it did. So I got really excited about it. And usually, I'm far more in depth of what we're going to talk about today. But this truly made me happy.
Right. This part
yeah, like that. It made the thought that we can talk to people that maybe don't want to get on camera, and just like we just had from Texas, just came across the stream and was like, let me talk, So we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
From wherever you are.
That's cool from Texas, That's cool.
Yeah. Everybody on Instagram was like, I heard him. Like, yeah, y'all can hear, but the guy calling couldn't hear him. And I'll just have to figure out how to mitigate that because I don't know. I have no idea how to get because I'm playing the way it's set up, the sound is coming through the stream, but then I don't know how to get that stream sound
to the phone
back to the call. So gotta figure that out. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I love it. I love it for sure. So we'll figure out some more ways to do it and have some more fun with it in the future. So back to the game. I'm gonna go up and look up something real quick as far as this matchup. The Eagles have been starting off slow. I don't know if you guys have noticed. The last two games I saw, even though I didn't really get to see the Carolina game because they were playing the same time, right? They were playing the same time as the Steelers last week.
Yeah.
But the Ravens game and was it the Commanders game I saw, they started off offensively slow.
Real slow.
And so to me, that is how we're gonna be able to attack. We have to get off to a fast start offensively. We know our defense typically comes out, swinging and allows teams to kind of get their 3 and outs and stuff in the beginning. So we got to be ready to rock and roll. We do. And so I'm about to pull up the I want to see what they're averaging the game. I looked it up and I forgot.
They got more. Put like this, they run the ball more than they've run the ball more than they've thrown it.
Oh yeah.
Way more.
Saquon is their deadliest weapon. We know that. We know that. There's a reason why he is up for MVP or and all the other accolades they have against his name this season. The most spectacular play, probably the play of the year, him jumping backwards over people.
When I saw that, I saw that, I was like,
play of the year.
I was like, what the hell? Like when I saw that, because I've played football. I've watched a ton of football. I've never seen nothing like that before. I was like, what the hell did I just watch?
Insane.
But Saquon, I've been a Saquon fan since he was at Penn State. So I mean, him doing this stuff is not.
He's a Pennsylvania guy.
Yeah, it's definitely the player of the year to me.
Yeah, it has to be the player of the year. It has to be. Like, show me one that could compete.
I don't think one play. I haven't seen one play that's even close.
Because it's something that has never ever been done. You've never seen it
in the midst of a play. And it wasn't even like he was like it was just a one-on-one thing. It was like 4 defenders around him when it happened. Like,
how do you have that sense of awareness with your back turned that you could clear a man, a grown man? That is wild to me.
That was crazy.
Oh, we have another guest, not a caller, but a guest. What up, man?
What's up, Dex?
How are you?
What's going on, guys? What's up,
How
family?
you doing, man?
Hey.
Doing better, man. Doing better.
You doing better?
Yeah.
What made you do better?
A little inside bet, that me and a fellow castmate had. Terrence, he ain't here, but I'm gonna just leave that to the side.
Is this about 2-6?
About who?
Is this about 2-6?
It's about 2-6, baby.
Mm.
About 2-6, but you know what I mean?
Hold on.
Handle that.
Did y'all make the bet on here or did y'all make the bet offline?
No, it was. I think we did it offline. I don't think we did it. He was telling me he was gonna prove me wrong about 2-6's tackling.
Oh yeah, I remember him saying something about that. Yeah.
You saw the game as clear as I saw the game.
Yeah, he whiffed on a couple of joints. Yeah.
Apparently, Mr. Jackson was under the weather. So
yeah, it was a couple of people in that game, like on the Hard Knocks. Myles Garrett was over there coughing like he had COVID, like really, like going off. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, right. Did he say he was sick? He said he was sick?
No.
He didn't say he wasn't.
They just showed him coughing?
Nah, he was at practice. He was at practice coughing like I don't know what. And then when they was in Pittsburgh in the stadium, coughing, spitting up, all that type of stuff. But he was on the field. He was on the field. So yeah, I don't care. You was in between the lines.
Give him an Emmy. Give him an Emmy.
Nasty work.
Yeah.
Give him an Emmy, because if it was one of us acting sick, just walk around with a piece of tissue in your nose too, Miles.
Yeah.
Tell us it was a flu game. I'm not buying it. You're right. I'm not buying it. Because whatever. Sure. Yes. Please be.
They gotta hold the L. That's all it is.
Yes. Please
hold
be
that.
sick. I told you, you're no longer at the party. I didn't even want to spend that much time talking about them anyway. Where did I start with this? Did you see our phone number, Dex?
I see.
Yes.
People were calling.
Yeah, we had some folks call in, and we had one guy from Texas call in that just happened to see us on YouTube, and he dialed in, so that was cool. But we had to figure out they can't hear you guys, but they can hear me, so we got to figure that part out.
Copy.
I don't know how to fix that yet, but we'll figure it out. But I thought that was cool. Back to what I was talking about. Oh, this matchup. Okay.
Philly. Yeah.
26. They averaged 26.3 points a game. The Eagles. And the Steelers are at 24.8.
That's all?
Well,
I thought it was
I feel like more.
So
I thought it was more too.
Listen. It was more. It's more if you only count Russell's games for Russell. Russell's average per game is higher than
Justin.
Collectively. I'm just saying collectively.
Okay.
So that's all. That's what if you get what I'm saying. So like if you taken, I can do the math. If you've taken all the games that Russell has and divided it, simple math, then the average probably still is in the 30s. And because I want to, I'm going to. Just so we're clear on that.
Why is
I
Why is it a Texans fan talking about we destroyed y'all last year? That's last year.
Listen, baby, that's what they holding on to. Okay, they need to be worried about that man stepping in the back of the end zone because that happened this year.
Y'all better be worried. Don't y'all got Baltimore coming up? Y'all better be worried
They
about
do
them.
on Christmas.
We ain't worried about Baltimore. Y'all be worried about Baltimore.
Hey, what Kanye West say?
Jets, correct? Russ started against the Jets, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that was his first start.
I used to know this number, but there's been several games since the last time I've done this math. So
what Kanye West say? You worry about the wrong thing. The wrong things. Worry about the wrong things. Wrong things.
You ain't never lied.
Bro, I love putting that 44 in this calculator. You don't understand.
Yeah, that 44, it looked nice. It just looked nice.
Okay, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we didn't score like 44, 30 since Russ 44, 37, 27, 28. Like, yeah, I don't.
So 29.14.
That's real, man. Yeah. I think the only game he didn't score over 20 was did we score 20?
Ravens game was 18.
Ravens game. Yeah, I'm about to say that's just only one.
Ravens game, there were no touchdowns scored in that game, and he's average. So he had he threw 2 touchdowns, and Najee ran for 1 last week. I mean, you saw the 44 was the 44, whatever. We did get a pick 6, but oh wait, speaking of Najee Harris, now that you brought him up, Texan, did you see John Gruden, that clip of John Gruden that was floating around? I think I saw it yesterday, and they were talking about the Steelers, and he was just talking about, they're good. He was talking about Najee Harris, and he's like, if I get a coaching job next year, I'm getting that some of, how he talked.
Yeah.
Some of them be. He's trying to, so, and I was a little taken back by that one, because, I mean, there's going to be vacancies, so maybe he will get a phone call. And then, too, like, don't think you're just going to come up over and snatch him, even though he's going to be available to the masses, which breaks my heart. But
I think we dropped the ball.
Yeah, should have picked up that 5th-year option, I thought. But
so I'm very disappointed. Like, I'm disappointed, and I know, like, you should do what's best for you and your finances and your family and your future. But I was like, Gruden, first of all, don't mind your business. No.
Gruden need to worry about getting a job first.
How about that?
Before he poach anything.
I mean, do you think would Bill Belichick go into Chapel Hill?
Yeah, that was I'm not gonna lie. That was surprising. That was surprising. Crazy. I was like, yo.
They said Big Bill in Chapel Hill, Bill.
From my understanding, they gave him an offer that he couldn't refuse.
Shout out to Alexander taking care of our dirty work in the comments.
Yeah, I seen that.
Handle my light work, Alexander. Tell him to point you in the direction of his Lombardies, his trophy room.
It's in the back, in the attic with the dust at. Nothing's there.
Right. Tell him to show you his T-shirts. He probably got some T-shirts somewhere. You got a division championship T-shirt. Yeah.
When they were Oilers.
When they were the Oilers, when Warren
his
Bull
divisional hats. Thank you. His collection of divisional hats. But yeah, I saw that clip and I was like, not too much like Gruden, but also back to Bill Belichick. How do you think? And I asked this question not yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, online. We got a phone line now, Kev. What's good?
Yeah, I see Kev with it.
We popping. Is it still open? I don't even know if I left it open. And then if I didn't, let me open it. My bad. We got a little phone line now. So when we get a producer, we're gonna be screening calls for real. I opened it back up. So sorry if you were trying to call.
Y'all gonna lose on Wild Card Weekend.
We ain't playing. I ain't texting. I ain't paying you no more mind. I'm ready. Where was I going? Oh, Bill Belichick. How do you think this? How do you think it's gonna work? Do you think kids? And I'm curious to see a year later what this looks like. I want to see how many kids are jumping in the portal for Bill, and I want to see how many kids are jumping in the portal to get away from Bill.
Yeah. Hold on. All right, so I got a friend that coaches at North Carolina. Okay, He's the defensive line coach. As soon as I saw this, I was like, "Oh, I gotta call Coach Beard." Like that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, "I gotta call Coach Beard." As soon as I get off of here, please believe me, I'm calling him. I definitely want to know what he's gonna do. I want to know what he's gonna do and what his linemen talk about they're gonna do, because I know how Bill is, man. It's hard for me to vision him recruiting kids. NFL players, that's a different ball game.
Right.
But a lot of the younger kids, the younger dudes, wasn't that in tune for playing for Bill. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that.
I just don't see him sitting in the living room vibing
with the hoodie on. With the hoodie on. Yeah.
Watching TV, eating the soul food. I just don't see him doing that. The things that coaches do to get parents, to be comfortable and have their child outside of this throwing the money at them. And I know the boosters, like, I don't know.
So my question
is, look at our guy. Look at that boy. Bill Mikey.
You think Bill know how to have fun?
No.
This is college. Like,
well, hold on now. Hold up now. Stop. You got him a little young thing.
He's still
look at everybody say like he doing something right. So she might be able to keep him in touch.
She saw them 6 rings he got on his finger.
I'm like, Bill, this ain't the NFL. The NFL is a business.
Yeah.
He's a great college. You gotta have fun.
Yeah.
If you run it like the Patriots, I don't know.
But the college is a business now too.
It is a business. It's very much a business, and not as well. And I remember hearing him say that, it's going to be like a NFL structured, like, help you get ready for the NFL type program. And again, everybody that goes to UNC is not going to go to the league. We know this. But I think, yes, will be to your advantage. And do you know, coming into this year, all eyes are going to be on this particular team? Is that a risk you're willing to? It could be a good thing. Everybody's going to be looking at you, looking at this roster, seeing who Bill's got, seeing what Bill does, especially if you're a defensive player. I'm going to just say, if you're a defensive guy, this might be your best benefit. I don't know.
It's an intriguing situation. I ain't going to lie. It definitely is.
I know it's the Steelers chat. I know we got off course here. Somebody about to remind me in a second. Okay. Anyway, rushing yards for Sunday. So they average 190 per game, and we are at 132. Shout out to Jaylen Warren. I think he had a great game against the Browns. So we're gonna have to match. I'm not sure if it's gonna actually be raining on Sunday. It was in the forecast, so there's a possibility for it to be a wet field and raining. So there's that. We average more passing yards, so that means, again, we got to make Jaylen
a receiver.
Well, not even a receiver. We have to make him throw those incompletions, throw the ball away. We need him to question himself. We need them to be some discourse with him throwing that ball, because he's averaging 200 yards a game. Averaging is what they have. We're averaging 223 right now, and they're averaging 371 yards total, and we're averaging 338. So,
do y'all notice a pattern? And I believe that this pattern is going to stick For some reason, every team that plays us, they do out of their norm. That's why I
They
don't really
make
pay
it.
attention to all of what they did, running for
Mhm.
200 yards. You
Mhm.
know, look at the Browns, for instance. You know, they got one of the premier backs in the league. They literally said on Hard Knocks, yeah, I mean, not the Browns, but the Browns did the same thing. The Bengals, same thing. Yeah, we're going to throw this ball. No, the Browns did say it. They said they
They
were going
did.
to throw the ball,
They did.
right? The Bengals, they said the same thing. Joe Burrow is going to win this game. So I believe that in Philly, um, we're going to have Saquon's number. I don't know if we're going to contain them like that, but we're going to make it so that Jalen Hurts is going to have to beat us.
But my
Okay,
thing
that's
is in the
smart.
passing game. In the passing game, I think that's where Saquon
It's
can be the
deadly.
most dangerous. And I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where we gotta really in the screen game and those
Yeah.
type of things, we gotta make sure that we stand
You gotta
on
press
par
up
with
on
him.
them.
Yeah.
And
And
we don't
that's been
have
the
Derek
part of
Hogan.
our kudos to our D line.
Oh
They
yes.
got them screens on lock.
Yes.
I
Well,
promise you, I don't.
Landon Roberts. Sorry. I'm so
Man.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I
Man.
hate that it had to wait this late to get to a Landon Roberts, but baby,
Man.
get out there and ball out. Get out there and ball out. This is your game. Like, I know what you did. We saw what you did on film in the Browns game, but Landon Roberts, general, lead. Just
I
lead.
love
Man,
that dude. I
my
love
man
that
took
Landon
dude.
out.
Roberts, this is you. This is your game. If you ain't never had a game with your name on it, this is the game with your name on it. This is the Landon Roberts game.
My
I think
man
this is
took
an
out a
inside
center.
linebackers game, period. Like
Yeah,
Queen, Roberts,
Wilson,
and Wilson, all three of them. And I'm
absolutely.
gonna be honest with you. when Roberts ran through that guard like that, man, I jumped off my couch, man. I was like, yo, did he just run through? I was like, was that a guard?
But
He
I
hit him
said the
like he was
same
a
thing.
little
I said,
kid, man. I was like,
what?
Rob was like, no, he ain't just do that. Like, and then looked at him like he was like he was in the way for real. Like what are you doing?
Landon Roberts.
Oh Lordy, I'm gonna have to go. My son got a college coach calling him.
All right. We're about to wrap it up anyway, but I'm so glad that I remembered to bring up Landon because he was phenomenal. But give me your prediction real quick.
Prediction? I think it's gonna be a slugfest.
Okay.
Steelers 20-17. Steelers.
Okay. All right, man. Good luck.
All right.
So Dex, what's up, Pitt? Look, somebody looking for you. Dex looking for you.
Hey T.
Dex looking for you. T.
What up, though? 2-6. Strike again.
I'm not even dealing with it. Not even going there. Again, like I said, I was going back to Landon Roberts. I just love what I saw. I just thoroughly love what I saw as we lead up to this particular game with the best running back in the league. Because I know they tried to tell us it was Derrick Henry, but it is indeed Saquon, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see Landon Roberts. I don't know how healthy Larry Ogunjobi is going to be. We don't know how healthy Deshaun Elliott is going to be as well. He's been a staple. So I'm really, really high on Mr. Roberts.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. He
that's your response from T?
These are the games that he's here for. Mm-hmm. These are the games that he's here for, man. I'm thankful for having Landon Roberts, just to switch it up style, But yeah, it's going to be a linebackers game this weekend.
For sure. I'm excited. What's your score prediction? I know we're a little over tonight, but what's your score prediction?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna spot them the 2 tutties, so it's gonna be like 14-24.
Yeah,
14-24.
I'll give him 2. I might even give him 20. I don't want to give them 20, but I feel like we can score 24 or more points. Like, I feel confident in getting that. So I want our defense to hold them to under 20.
Yeah,
I
I think
really like that.
I think they're gonna hold them under 20. We have a healthy defense. I mean, besides but our background. I mean, our backups has definitely stepped up. So I'm not really worried. Our rotation is healthy.
You're gonna see more
Yeah,
Mike Williams, who made some great catches.
I
And
want
as
to see
long as he
some
don't push
more.
off, where should be
I,
fine.
I want to see some more. Just throwing out Titans more. Like I
Oh
want to
yeah.
see not like I feel like Arthur be picking what tight end he wants to get the ball to per
Well,
game instead of
I feel like Pat Fryermuth is the guy. Like I feel like he is the guy. It's Pickens and Muth. Those are the two, and then everyone else. But like now, everyone else is a thing. So you saw Mike Williams. You saw like again, got my guy Scotty. I love
yeah. Scotty came
Scotty.
through. Scotty
And
came
then
through.
also anticipate Pruitt. I think Pruitt will get some touches this.
I want all of them. I just wanted if I could have this game, I would like that all the Titans score everything. I want 80 to score, Pruitt to score. Give it to Move. Even get Connor Hayward some love. Connor just died off in the background.
Oh man, they just used my man in there to block. I want Connor to get a touch or two.
He
But
dropped it too
I
early in
think
the
he's
season.
understanding his role, especially on special teams. But I do want that man to get a touch, Throw something his way, watch what he can do. But Jalen is also a force, man. I just don't know. It's like I know they do that Sonic and Knuckle things for the running backs in Detroit. But like Jalen, he really is like when they spin, 100 little. It's like Jalen just spins and just like bursts out of tackles. It's so crazy.
Yeah, he balances.
It's insane.
Crazy.
I love it. I love watching him. It's Connor in year 4. I think Connor came in with Najee in them, didn't he? Is he in year? No. He came in. He's in 3. He's in year 3.
Yeah.
He's in 3.
He came in with Pickett.
He came in with Pickett. Okay, yeah. He came in with Pickett. Okay, yeah. I keep forgetting Najee came in Ben's last year. Najee and Pat came in Ben's last year.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm good. I'm so thankful for the phone number thing working. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm glad you actually used it. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to get the sound from here back into the phone line because they couldn't hear. They could hear me, but they couldn't hear y'all. So I have to figure that out.
Wow.
So maybe I need to get a headset or I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll do more with it. I'll send out posts where you guys can call the line and leave messages, leave voice messages, and then we'll play them so that everybody can hear and you can hear our responses. So that might be one way we do it when we don't do live calls. Okay.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, but thanks for like y'all putting up with my shenanigans, and thank you for I had the number wrong at first. I think I had like an 80. It was the number was wrong, so I apologize for that, and glad we got it fixed. But and don't try to call this number because it ain't gonna work unless it's over.
Chat only. Chat only.
Do not disturb. It ain't gonna work. Look, do not disturb is actually on right now. So sorry.
Yeah, they're going Adam in this chat. Yeah, keep on them.
Yeah.
Texting.
What's happening? Oh gosh, you guys are ridiculous.
Yeah,
But I don't know about the game yet. In Philly, there's the possibility I could be there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So keep the faith. I'm not trying to be there in the rain. That's the problem. I don't want no rain. So if things work out, if transportation works out, I may go. If tickets aren't ridiculous, I may go. So it's an option. So we'll see. All right. We good. We good. Everything's good. You good, Dex?
Hey,
Any last
I'm,
parting words?
let's beat these Eagles. Keep the vibes going. You know, I like staying under the radar. Like, you know, I feel like they try to make us a hot topic, but I like staying under the radar. You know, let us silently get into second place in the playoffs and silently win this Super Bowl. I'm with it.
Let me just say this one last thing. Hold on. Now that you mentioned being talked about, I forgot to mention this. So everybody out there, especially the people on television that feel the need to praise Russell Wilson and speak highly of him and how he is this dangerous guy, how you don't want to see him, how he is so phenomenal, he's so talented, he's hitting all cylinders, whatever phrase or analogy you want to use to describe Russell Wilson. I just want to say, like, just keep it, because I want to know what film you were watching, and please direct me into the actual film that you were watching and the stats that showed you that he wasn't who he was last year. Please direct me to that film and that tape. And also, while you're at it, show me where and what Sean Payton paid you to believe that this man was trash, washed, and whatever else the word you want to use to describe him not being a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a quarterback that can get his team over 20 plus points, and also had 26 and 8 touchdowns last year and got benched in December. So please, just save the praise, because it was always there. All the evidence of him being who he was there, but you refused to talk about it. For some reason, you were, I don't understand. You were brainwashed to believe that this man was trash, and I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know how. I've been saying it since March. I've been saying it since I've been saying it since March, but I've been saying it all up until the season. Like, there's no evidence of him being trash. People don't like him for whatever reason. Maybe Sean Payton called you and was just like, yeah, man, this man can't even do this in practice. He can't even do that in practice. But the film on the field didn't show you that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone. On that, I'll be done. Y'all have a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend. If I don't go to the game, then you know where you can find me. But if I am there, then I'll be providing you the content. So I appreciate you, Dex, coming through. Also, shout out to Mitch, who came through earlier, and all of the callers that called in. We'll holler at y'all next week. Bye. Bye. I do
Later,
my Dex.
guys.